everyone. We're the Week 4 Media and Mediation group doing our presentation feedback for gamification.
Sorry.
Just to start off with, the website was really, really good. It was visually appealing, it was multimodal, it was engaging. Having the video that you created, the storybook video, I personally myself want to learn what website you used on that. And that was really good that you've actually created your own resources. The little talking the talking wizard. Sometimes I thought the little videos at the end of the day was not pointless. I guess it was funny, but it didn't have anything to do with it. So I don't know if it was me just being cynical about this, but they were alright. And I really liked that you had the countdown timer, so then at least you knew if that was an issue, and the link to the Google Plus page directly to your gamification thing. That's a really easy tool, so that we don't have to find it.
It was really clever too how you really made it like a game and a competition throughout the whole website. At the start, having a little storybook video, you set up the quest and what we had to do, and you made it really engaging and really tried to include us in that. So I thought that was really, really clever.
Yeah, and the introduction, and we knew what was expected. The site was really easy to navigate and to go through each of the quests. It was very visually appealing.
It was really clear that there were 3 quests that you had to complete, which was good. Just really easy. And
I think you made everything really explicit, like watch the video or do this, and then having the worksheet that had exactly what you needed to do the activity. That was really, really good.
Yeah.
You thought a lot about it, and everyone could see exactly what needed to be done. And
one of the questions that we did have is, and I don't know if anybody else has picked up on this, but because it was such a multimodal website, yes, that's engaging, but I think we got a little bit confused. Has gamification got any, does gamification have to be digital?
Yeah.
Or can it be just going back to, board games type handmade resources that you do? I think that was something that was a little bit confusing, because I know some people have talked about, and we talked about in our debate, that visual literacy and things like that, but that was just something that we had to kind of question about the topic.
Yeah. And it was really clever that you had taken into account the feedback from previous weeks and just different learning styles, and decided to do either video or a Word document, so that if people learn better through watching and listening, then they could do that, or if they prefer to read something. So that was really good. I think the only thing with the video was sometimes, because it was just spoken, there was no text on the video, so sometimes it was just a bit tricky to maintain focus and to pick up everything that was being said. So there's a couple of documents that have been helpful, but it was really clever to use the two different.
And the background music was sometimes the
sound
or whatever it was a little bit distracting and a bit sort of took away my focus from listening.
I looked at the Word document personally because I like to read the information, and I thought it was very well presented. It was just one page, that was plenty.
And it was just the text. I think it was just the script of the video, but it was really good to go back and see it.
I didn't watch the video, I just looked at the text and I thought that was really good.
It was also good just looking at the website now. You've got the point system as well, which is really good. Just going back to how you've set it out as a game, and it's a game all the way through. You haven't forgotten. You haven't just put it in at the beginning and at the end. It's all the way through, and it's really consistent and clear.
And the question that you asked about what elements of gamification have you used, that was really good, because that was putting that theory into practice, and we had to think about what we've actually done. So that was a really good point.
Yeah.
Quest 1. So just on Quest 1, with the slides and stuff, with the information on them and how it was to look through them, and how they were 4-second slides each, and figure out a way to retain the information. We had, so each of us were going around, so if Katrina did one slide, then Laura did the next one, but it was still too big to even read it, or read the slide to be able to retain it. So we found that difficult, and we then picked up on the fact that how you had the ones that were incorrect as the coloured slides. So as soon as we saw the coloured slides, we knew, the second one, we knew that was then the one that was incorrect. And as soon as we finished the 4, we kind of became a bit
Yeah.
just engaged
We were
with
just looking for the slides that were coloured. We weren't actually reading through it, and so we probably didn't learn very much from that quest.
And I think that is a little bit, that task was a bit hard. Like I was saying, that we found it difficult enough that it was as it was, but if you have learning disabilities like dyslexia or anything like that, where you are a bit, you can be slowed down in terms of your reading and understanding. Personally, if I did that, I'd just shut off and not participate in the activity because I didn't think that I'd be able to do it. So I think that sometimes it wasn't maybe not as inclusive activity as it could have been maybe.
So I guess we're also kind of wondering what the purpose of having the ones as coloured slides, was that meant to be for us to pick up on? Because as soon as we picked up on that, it kind of meant, okay, well they're obviously the ones that are the incorrect information about it, and then there was a few black slides after that, the ones that weren't coloured, and we kind of didn't pay much attention to it after that.
And same with having the answer sheet below. I just wondered what the go was with that.
Maybe having the answer sheet right at the end of the presentation or something, but right below, once I saw that answer sheet, I pulled it up straight away and looked at it, and I mean, maybe that's just got to do with your morals. Maybe that's just like, okay, I'm a cheater, but
It's a good point, like, yes, you have to try and figure out a way of getting the information, but yeah, it's a game, but still we need to learn about what you're trying to present about gamification. So putting a 4-second slide with like 2 sentences, that's
Just to
and if you're a slow reader like me, I need to read each word. I can't read sentences at a time. So that just made it extra difficult and made me want to be a little bit angry. And I'm like, I don't care how I'm pausing it, I need to know this information sort of thing.
yeah.
Yes, 4
So-
seconds is very quick for people to
Sort
read a
of
whole sentence.
set it
It's
up
actually even comprehend.
That game set us up to fail, really, to be honest.
and then our motivation levels just went down after that, to be completely honest. And I'd hope it's not a personal criticisms, it's just we're trying to give you constructive feedback.
Yeah. And we get that it is, supposed to be game style, so quick and, really
Interesting.
fast and quick, and there it is. But, 4 seconds was way too short. Anyway, on to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, debate. Cool. The debate was actually, when we first saw it, to be honest, we were a bit like, oh, I hate debates. Like thinking back to our school years when we had to do debates was, probably not great. But thinking on it now, it was actually a really good idea. It was something different than just a discussion. Like the past groups have just done discussions, so doing a debate was pretty cool, actually.
It was more
Just changing
intellectually
it up.
demanding.
Yeah.
Demanding. And I think at the time, I know, I was like, I just want to do something easy, but then once we've done it, gone back, because we had a first meeting and then we spent some more time on our own time reflecting on it and then came back and created the debate, I think that maybe it was a little bit more higher, like learner thinking for us than just sort of whatever came to mind. And
And having it filmed, that's just a good way of making sure we actually do it, so that's good.
The only thing that would have been a bit tricky was that the 5 minutes to create our arguments. We found that really quick and short, considering we didn't
Because the
really
only
know quite as much yet.
we had on that were the ones that you gave in the definitions of it, the pros and cons of it there. Other than that, 5 minutes wasn't much time for us to gather like our own information and doing the research on ourselves.
Yeah. We didn't have a group member, which we already talked about in the debate. A group member as the judge, which we talked about in the debate, just because we didn't have enough people in our group. But I don't think it was necessary to have a judge anyway, because I think you give us the points.
There wasn't a critical component.
because what actually makes up, what actually makes up the argument or something like that, was it?
What
Yeah,
the criteria.
Yeah, what was the criteria?
Otherwise, that was a pretty good
Good idea.
quest.
Quest 3.
It was a good idea having the final quest really relating to the classroom and making us think about how we could apply gamification in class. So that was a good idea.
60 seconds was, again, quite short. We came up with about 4 ideas, if that,
And they were
in
very
60
similar.
seconds. And then we just wanted to know what makes a lesson a game and what makes it just an activity. Because we came up with a few that were just probably activities looking back on them,
Just
but
to
we're
be
still
more
not
engaging,
sure
yeah.
what that was, what that is.
And it could have been helpful to have an example maybe of how you could make an activity a game. Just an example of a game. In a
Which
maths
one did
lesson.
we even do?
We
Oh,
did
the
maths.
maths lesson.
Yeah. But it was pretty crazy.
But overall, I think it's pretty much everything.
Yeah,
Well done.
Yeah, good work.
And on
Yeah, it's really clever. Or do you have Alicia's
the
one?
Minecraft was really good too. Like I loved how you could go and create it or tailor it to actually be very engaging, and students actually need to put their knowledge into practice. And just how you talk through it and everything, that was really good.
Yeah, you can see it was very well organised and a lot of work went into the website.
Yeah.
So yeah, well done.
Even the additional reading section, like you've actually got information about it, and then the references and where you can even get it from, that kind of stuff. So you've actually put heaps of thought into how we can easily access the information to further ourselves and everything as well, which was really good.
And you have like, we've got 4 days and 8 hours to complete the activities. That's pretty cool too. Just one little thing that you've done that for every page. You've just added a couple of little different things in just to make it easier and a bit more fun and engaging, I guess.
So well done.
And do you want to read out any of Alicia's comments?
I had a look, we pretty much covered it all.
Yeah, cool. And we'll upload our photo attendance thing at Sunsets too.
Sweet.
Rightio.
Good work, guys.
Bye.
Do you want to do that?